What happens in your mind is completely up to you. Nobody has control over that. Nobody can tell you what to do either. Okay, you may look crazy to other people, but what the do they matter? They're also you pushed out. Even the ideas and the thoughts people have surrounding you, everything that has to do with you, completely your choice. And God does not need extra steps. God does not need to listen to other people. God knows what God is. Okay, you need to know what you are. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you're experiencing, and to know it is to decide it. What's up, y'all? It's Evan. I'm back with another video. Y'all already see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, so y'all know what we're getting into. Okay, first things first, I have to remind you that you are God. You are source. You are all that is. Nothing can stop you, make you feel stuck, keep you stuck, hinder you besides you. Okay, you have to decide. You have to accept beliefs, ideas, all of these different things, thoughts that say I'm not in my desired reality for you to experience not being there. Okay, so remember that. If you can understand that, you don't need to watch this video. Leave this video, close your eyes, affirm, manifest whatever you desire. See your reality within and allow it to be projected without, and it will. Okay, all right, so first things first, I want to say that it's funny how everything could work out for you, but you still perpetuate a state of fear. At a certain point, when you understand that your inner reality is creating the outer and you really have nothing to lose, you know, you may not be experiencing what you want to experience, you can go within and choose different, regardless to what the outside is showing you. You could choose to choose you. I choose this reality. I'm experiencing this right now. You could do that right now. So when you don't, it's on you. You're choosing to perpetuate that state. You're choosing to hold that state up and continuously give those conditions power. We aren't effects to the cause that is circumstances. Circumstances are the effects to us. We are the cause. Our mental plane is the cause. Our thoughts are the cause. Our assumptions are the cause. Okay, what you accept is the cause. All right, so you could genuinely be thinking that everything will work out in your favor, but you aren't. Why? Think in your favor. Think in your favor, bro. Don't be that person that rolls over to circumstances and just, woe is me. Change it. You don't have to be there. You don't have to live there. It is what happens in your mind is completely up to you. Nobody has control over that. Nobody can tell you what to do either. Okay, you may look crazy to other people, but what the fuck do they matter? They're also you pushed out too. So if they look crazy, that's because you decided that you look crazy. You know, you decided that's how they think of you. All right, even the ideas and the thoughts people have surrounding you, everything that has to do with you, completely your choice. Everything is your choice. Even everyone is you pushed out. Everything is your choice. How everything interacts with you in your reality is your choice. Everything you can see, everything you can be aware of, your choice. Okay, so truly understand that the mental plane is the source or cause for all experiences that you have on this earth. Let that sink in. All right, now how insane does it feel to worry, whine, complain about circumstances, knowing that you are literally creating all of it? You're creating everything. You have been this entire time. Okay, and sometimes it sounds so crazy to say these different things, but when you connect the dots, you will see it. You feel like somebody was gonna say something about your outfit, and then boom, you go outside and they did. Whether it was good or bad, you already had that subconscious thought about yourself before you left. Even if you walk outside knowing I'm gonna look like trash today, that's an assumption in itself, but you don't try. You don't even try that day. You just throw on some clothes. Decide that I look my best. Everybody is giving me compliments. I look so good right now. You're going to go outside and you're going to receive compliments. I'm telling you right now. I tried this shit. I do it all the time. Okay. It is completely up to you. All is up to you. All is up to you. You create the assumptions. You create your reality. You're deciding what to think. You're deciding what to say. You're deciding who you identify as. And people reflect that back to you. Your reality has no choice but to reflect that back to you. Okay, so like a toddler, you've realized that touching a hot stove, dwelling in unwanted circumstances will burn you. Manifest undesired circumstances. Now that you know that, what's next? It's all up to you. It is all up to you. You choose your reality. Okay, so you are the source of all means you could change anything in your reality. The only limitation is the one that lies in your imagination. If you can imagine it, you can experience it. I don't care what anybody says. There are people that manifest people not dying, shifting to realities where somebody didn't die. Like the type of stuff I've been seeing is so insane, and it's like we've been conditioned, we've been programmed to not be able to do this stuff. You are the source of all means you could change anything in your reality. The only limitation is the one that lies in your imagination. I gotta include this quote by Neville Goddard. He says, to passively surrender to the evidence of the senses underestimates the power of the inner self. All right, so to allow the effect to dictate the cause is to move throughout the world like a slave to your own creation. Okay, that's just like what people think is going to happen with AI. Oh, we're going to become slaves and robots, blah, 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 blah. Like it's that same idea, except this is happening to everybody on a larger scale. Majority of people are slaves to the conditions, slaves to the circumstances. They don't go within and think, oh, well, maybe I can just experience something different within. Some people try that. Some people just they're just like, fuck this shit. I don't care. I'm not going to say that this reality is the one I have to live in. I don't care. I'm changing everything within me. I don't care. I'm not experiencing that. And boom, they manifest something different without even realizing what they just did. You know, most people passively surrender to circumstances. This is so sad and it's so terrible. And now I have to live here and I have to dwell in this reality forever. And my life is just bad, instead of going within and changing it. Like, what? You think I'm finna sit here and be sad about something that happened because I'm looking outside of myself? Do you know how insane that sounds? Do you really truly understand how insane that sounds? I'm going to choose to look outside of me at unwanted circumstances and be fed up with the world because of the way it looks. Choose to put myself in my own hell. No, like what? If you could live life and be happy, even if nothing outside of you changed, I would much rather do that than experience something bad outside of me, if that makes sense. Okay, let's keep going. Not knowing that it was manifest in my world, because that's what children do. Be childlike. When they are experiencing something they don't want to experience, you know what they start doing? They start imagining shit up. They start taking things in their reality and this is actually that. This is actually that. This is my imaginary friend. This toy is my favorite person in the world. He's actually real. They start dreaming stuff up, and they're still happy. You guess what? We can do the exact same thing. Okay? The physical manifestation was only the witness. Neville Goddard. All that manifests in the physical is the witness to your inner talking, imagination, assumptions. I think you get that, okay? So the last thing I want to say is, you being the source of all your experiences doesn't mean you have to stress about everything coming about in your reality. We don't have to worry about the how. That is completely up to the greater good, God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the world, okay? Like I said, once you tune your frequency to that reality, once you shift your identity, everything else that needs to happen to bring it to you will happen. Whether that is inspired action that you will take, all right? It will be effortless. You won't have to worry about anything unless you decide it's not, because a lot of y'all still have ideas, thoughts and beliefs that say this is hard, that's hard, I need to wait so-and-so amount of time and blah, 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 blah. You got to take care of that on your own, okay? But it doesn't have to be what you think it has to be. It has to be what you accept. That's true, okay? So what thoughts are you deciding? What ideas have you been clinging on to, holding on to? Based on, you know, what you want to create for yourself, okay? The how is handled the moment you let go and allow it to be. Be still and know that I am God, okay? God does not need extra steps. God does not need to listen to other people. God knows what God is, okay? You need to know what you are. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you're experiencing. And to know it is to decide it, all right? God can experience all things. God is all that is. So guess what? You're also all that is in human form, and you can experience all things. Completely up to you. If you can experience all things, it's almost like you have to reduce yourself to something. You have to decide and experience. Once you decide that experience, you can have it. You can have it. You can have anything you want. Remember that. All right. So you have the final say, and always have. All right. So make the final say good. Okay, this is your reality. Remember that. Remember that. I don't know how I made this video 10 minutes long. It was supposed to be like 2, 3, 5 minutes. But thank y'all so much for tuning into this video. This was a quick one. I need to go for a run because I woke up super late today. This was a crazy day. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. My email is going to be linked down below. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.